Today we're back out in Lincoln National Forest. It's a nice calm day, the wind's not blowing in mid-April, and we're out taking a look at Forest Service Road 5661. My wife got her new 6th gen Yoda out here, taking it out for a little soft roading, and also kind of twofold. I got a brand new pup, about a 16-week-old Malinois, and so we're getting him out in the mountains for the first time. This little guy is Atlas, about a 16-week-old Malinois. Early last summer, we lost our old Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Cancer got him, mast cell cancer, and waited quite a long time, but we finally decided on picking up a Malinois puppy. We got him at about 8-9 weeks old, and he's now pushing 16 weeks, but pretty smart little fella. We're just getting him out in the mountains for the first time, and getting him trained up. He's smart as a whip, like most Malinois are, and he's riding real well in the vehicle. A few hours up here and a few hours back, and he's doing pretty good. Still working with him, and lots of time and effort. But my gosh, he is a Maligator, so. Absolutely chewed up from those little puppy teeth, but he's a really good guy, and he's smart as a whip, and we'll get him out here and get him kind of inclined to the outdoors. Got a big trip coming up next month, going over into Arkansas, into the Ouachitas and the Ozarks, so needed to get him out in the truck and take him for a pretty long ride to see how he did, and he's doing pretty good. So this is our new guy, Atlas, and we'll have him on the rest of our adventures and till he's gone. We love dogs, and man, they just don't live that long, and you got to go through all that grief and you start over. But they're dogs, and that's why we do it, because we love those little guys. This road's pretty much typical Forest Service road. This thing is real close to the ranger station, so you can see they've done a lot of thinning on the side of the road here. So really good road, easy access. We saw quite a few two-wheel drive vehicles up here, but took a look at this on Google Earth, and even though it's real close to Cloudcroft, I wanted to come take a look at it because it looked like there were quite a few campsites down this road, and that is correct. There are a ton of campsites, mostly on the left-hand side of the road as you're coming in. There's just a few on the right-hand side. When you turn off the pavement and you come on to 5661 here, just right out of the gate, there's a little offshoot up to the left, and there's a ton of different places to camp. We toogled all the way down this thing. It's a dead-end road, if you go back and look at the guide GPS shot at the start of the video. But ton of campsites, and big campsites. Most of these campsites average easily take a dozen rigs if you're running with a big crew, doing a big overland trip, and you're in the Cloudcroft area to grab lunch or something or other, and you're looking for a camp real quick. Man, this road just a little ways out, and you'll start finding spots. This is a Saturday. We're mid-April, and saw a couple of ATVs, 2 vehicles on the way out, and that was it. I know it is mid-April, but not a lot of traffic on this road. I got out of the truck here and gonna just kind of video one of the typical sites here. This one has good canopy coverage, offers quite a bit of shade, which is nice. It is southeastern New Mexico, and even though you're at 9,000 feet, it's still that sun's still pretty stinking brutal. But this is kind of a typical site that's up here. These sites are really, really large. Again, it's real close to the Forest Service office, so they get a lot of tree work up here, a lot of thinning. So site's really nice. This one has a couple of different fire rings in it, but again, just a large site. Take a lot of rigs, but easy access. You know, this is gosh, we're not even probably a mile in on the Forest Service road here, and we've got just been by several really nice camps. But this is one of my favorite ones because it's got lots of canopy coverage here, so shade is an awesome thing when you're this far south, even though you're at altitude. But really nice campsites, and these things are spread out all throughout, pretty much to the second cattle guard. Anything past the third cattle guard, there's really no camping. If you do venture all the way down past the third cattle guard, the road kind of switches to the other side of the ridge and opens up into some views. And can see just if you look back over your shoulder, there's a kind of a peekaboo glimpse of Sierra Blanca, but way out in the distance is the Capitans. But it does open up for a little bit of view down here, but there's no campsites at all down past the third cattle guard. And we're nearing the end of the road down here. Again, it is a dead end road, just goes down to a turnaround, and that's it. You're at the end of the drive. But it is a pretty drive, and it is just right off the main drag, right near Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Easy access, and I thought it'd be a little bit more crowded out here on a Saturday, but not that many folks out here at all. This is the end of the line. We are at the turnaround, which is a pretty good sized turnaround. You could probably swing maybe a 15-foot camper around here, pretty easy. But yeah, not a real long road, and it does dead end out here, but definitely a pretty drive. And on the way back, you can definitely catch some views of Sierra Blanca and the Capitans off in the distance. So thanks for watching. This is, again, Forest Service Road 5661. Just a short drive outside of the town of Cloudcroft, and you're there.